Hi, I would like to discuss the true cost of fracking from kind of an economic standpoint. First of all, the fracking is touted as being this savior that's gonna, come in and make gas super cheap and stuff. But the problem with it is a lot of what people say about fracking is based on projections that come from the private companies that create fracking, which they happen to be incredibly overstated. There was an article published in Nature took a look at these sources and found that while they're stated that fracking will expand up till 2040, they used information from the Energy Information Administration to extrapolate a more realistic model from a peer-reviewed source, and they found that not only will it not continue to grow up to 2040, but it will grow till 2020 and then begin to decline from then on, which is only about 4 years. And there's a number of reasons for this. First of all, fracking has the problem of public opinion. A journal published by professors from Oregon State, George Mason, and Yale University created a study by interviewing people and determining what their opinion on fracking is. And they found that women, those holding egalitarian worldviews, those who read newspapers more than once a week, and those familiar with hydraulic fracturing, and those who associate the process with environmental impacts are more likely to oppose it. So, with the spread of knowledge over the controversy, it just gets less and less support, which causes problems for people wanting to put wells in and such. The next thing is as the negative decided to write off the incredibly high water usage as being completely inconsequential to this. However, it does play a very important factor, especially in California, because a lot of the areas where a well would be put in would not be able to host the amount of water necessary for hydraulic fracturing, as found by the Renewable and Sustainable Energy Review. The next point that causes a problem from an economic standpoint is the contamination. The same study found various sources stating the different types of contamination, including first of all, methane contamination in the water supply, and air contamination, because hydraulic fracturing uses a great number of diesel-powered engines, and finally radon contamination, which is a radioactive gas that mixes in with the hydraulic material. And those can be quite costly to filter out, which makes it far less effective from a cost standpoint. And the next point would be that that fracturing is mainly in the United States right now, which is why it has such an advantage over other methods for achieving gas and oil. But other countries are quickly picking up on the technology, so they will be able to. The more countries that begin to adopt this technology will essentially drive the price down and make it far less economically viable. Another thing is whenever you set up a hydraulic fracturing well, you need to create a lot of infrastructure in the area. You need to set up roads for the trucks and all that. According to the Environment America Research and Policy Center, the truck traffic needed to deliver water to a single fracking well causes as much damage to the local roads as nearly 3.5 million car trips. So it's a huge burden on the infrastructure of wherever a well is put into place. And